Hi everyone and welcome back to Yes Let's. In today's video I'm going to show you 3 different ways to make autumn themed crafts. The first autumn craft we're going to make is really easy. All you need for it is a sheet of white paper, a pencil and some paints. The first thing you need to do is take your white paper, place your hand on the paper and draw around it with your pencil. Just like that. It doesn't have to be that neat because we're going to use it to make a tree. If you need somebody to help you draw around your hand, ask someone at home. After you've drawn your hand, you're going to need some brown paint and you're going to paint your hand in this nice brown colour. Once you've finished, your handprint's going to look something like that. You need to set it aside to dry. Once your handprint's dry, you can start the next bit. You'll need some different coloured paints in autumn colours. So I've got some greens, some oranges and some yellows, because what we're going to do is turn our handprint into a tree. We're going to use our fingers to paint with, so this next bit could be a bit messy. You want to start with your darker colours first and just put some of it on the end of your finger, and then we're going to use it to paint some leaf shapes onto our tree. And it will start looking a little something like that. So what you want to do is use your finger to do all the same colour first, and then we're going to add layers of different colours over our tree so it looks like when the leaves change colour in the autumn. So once you've finished with one colour, you need to get a wet wipe or a wet cloth to rub the paint off of your finger so you can start with another colour. And you can start to layer up the different colours on your handprint. I'm also going to add some fingerprints down here so it looks like some leaves have fallen off of the tree. The lighter colours show up much better if you start with the darker colours first. The reason I think using our finger works really well for a painting like this is because up close the prints look like the texture of a leaf. If you tap your finger lighter, you get some different types of marks. So you can make some bigger marks by pressing your whole finger, or some smaller marks by just dabbing it gently. Now I'm just going to add some streaks down the bottom of the tree. like so. And there you have it, autumn craft number 1, a handprint tree. The second autumn craft I'm going to show you is how to make some quirky characters using some leaves and toilet roll. So, what you'll need for this one is a toilet roll, some leaves, some googly eyes, and I'm also using 2 little pom-poms and a pipe cleaner. The first thing I'm going to do is paint my toilet roll tube. So you can paint it any colour you like, and when you've done you need to set it aside to dry. I'm going to make 2 toilet roll characters to show you, so I'm going to paint my second one red. Once your toilet rolls are dry, you can start adding the extra bits. First thing you need to do is take your leaves and stick them together. You can also use one big leaf, but it needs to be strong so it stands up. I'm using a hot glue gun. If you're using one of these at home, please ask somebody to help you, as they can get very hot. If you don't have a hot glue gun, you could use glue dots, sellotape, or PVA. You need to stick your leaves together and then add the googly eyes. Just like that. And then with a black marker pen, you can add a mouth to your character. You then need to stick this to your toilet roll tube. Just at the top, so you can still see some of your toilet roll. I'm now going to add my pom-poms to the front. So once you've stuck your things to the front, it'll look a little something like that. And there's one more thing for you to do, which is add some pipe cleaner arms to your quirky leaf character. The great thing about pipe cleaners is that you can bend them into any position that you want. So once you've finished, your quirky character will look something like that. I'm just going to finish my second one, which we painted red. This time I'm using 3 leaves to give this one's head a different shape. And there we are, your second quirky leaf character. The final autumn themed craft I'm going to show you is going to be a hedgehog inside of a pumpkin. We're going to make our pumpkin using a paper plate. So the first thing you need to do is paint your paper plate orange. So once you have an orange paper plate, you need to set that aside to dry. Whilst that's drying, you can get on with creating your hedgehog. I'm using some cardboard to draw my hedgehog onto. You could also use some plain paper or some thinner card. So you need to draw the shape of a hedgehog. you've drawn a rough outline for your hedgehog, you need to cut it out. If you need help with your scissors, always ask an adult. Once it's cut out, you can start drawing the details on. Now the reason I've used card is because I'm going to use the card colour as the hedgehog's face and colour in its spikes a darker brown. You then need to add some detail to the face of your hedgehog. I've given my hedgehog some little paws. And a little face, and I'm just going to add some rosy cheeks. So as you can see, I've added some rosy cheeks and a little tongue. So your hedgehog is now ready to go inside your pumpkin. So once the orange on your paper plate has dried, the first thing you need to do is cut a zigzag line all the way across the top, about 1/4 of the way down. Set the top bit aside for later on, and on the bottom bit you're going to add some black lines. Just like so. And then what you're going to do is stick your hedgehog to the bottom part of your pumpkin. Just like that. Again, I've used hot glue, but if you don't have hot glue, you can sellotape it to the back or use PVA. You then need to get the top part of your pumpkin, add some lines on it, the same as you did on the bottom, and you're going to get a brown pipe cleaner or a brown piece of paper if you don't have a pipe cleaner. We're going to roll it up to make a little spiral, and we're going to stick that to the top part of our pumpkin. I'm then going to take a part of the spare card that I had for the hedgehog and cut out a little rectangle like that, which I'm going to colour in green to make a leaf. Just like that. And we're going to stick that next to our pipe cleaner. The last thing we need to do is stick the two pieces of paper plate back together so it looks like the hedgehog is popping out of your pumpkin. Once you've stuck this back on, you just need to fold the paper plate behind the hedgehog, and there you have it, our third and final autumn themed craft. If you decide you're going to have a go at making some of these crafts, be sure to send some pictures to yesletskids@gmail.com. We'd love to see. See you next time.